Hey guys, I it's been a while, huh? So obviously today I'm gonna talk about the Arctic coil. Hold on, let me. Um, I'm pretty sure this is a authentic. Um, oh, I got a really good deal. I got two and a 5-pack of coils for like $43. I'm not really sure if that deal's still going on. If it is, I'll post a link below. The shipping was pretty fast, so overall, I'm pretty happy with this. Because up until now, I've been using some RDAs, the Derringer or the iGo, but mostly I've been using the Fogger. So it's definitely a little bit of difference. Let's go ahead and pop this puppy open. Comes in a nice little sleeve. That's a pretty, obviously it's plastic, but it's pretty thick plastic. So it shouldn't break during shipping. Like, I don't think even without like, bubble wrap or anything, unless they're just like kicking it across the floor. Yeah, it comes like that. It's got a really nice drip tip on it. It's got the wide bore. Obviously, I can't use that because it's metal, and I have a problem with metal. It's like, see, that is really nice. It's all flat. Do I have? Yeah, they're. See, normally you get drip tips like that have like a little bit of the O-ring sticks out a little bit, but these are really nice and flush. So yeah, I really like them, even though it's metal and I can't use it. If I could use metal, I'd probably use it like all the time. It's got the adjustable airflow here. There's 4 of them, which is nice because I'm used to my little dinky 2 on the Fogger. It's got these really nice grooves up here and down here, so it's easier to grip. And then you just kind of pull it apart like that. It comes with the coil already in it. I'm already trying to break it, because that's what I do apparently. I'm so good at breaking stuff lately. That's weird. It's not doing it now. On this one, somehow when I was trying to pull this part off to put more juice in, I managed to unscrew this part and the glass part came out. But this one is not wanting to do that, so I don't know if it's supposed to do that or if I broke mine already. But, yeah, it's got, and you got your little channels on the side there where you put your juice. Now, most of my bottles don't have the the needle tip or whatever. They have just the blunt, thick things, and that works fine. Like, I have had no problems filling it up. I haven't had any juice get down in there or anything yet. I'm sure it'll probably happen eventually. And the coils are pretty nice. Got your little 4 holes, airflow at the bottom. And then of course the base they sit on. Focus! No. Sometimes it focuses, sometimes it doesn't. But you can get the general idea of what it looks like in there. And it doesn't break down any further, as far as I know. Alright. Now, the coil that came in pre-installed was a 0.5. I've heard some people say that theirs came with a 0.2, because it does come with a 0.2 coil. But that's not the case with mine. I don't know if I got like revision 2 or something where they switched them, because a lot of people were complaining about that. I took one out. Yeah. I've already rebuilt one of the coils. It's fairly easy once you get it the right how-to or tutorial. I actually saw one, and I don't remember who did it, but it's how the pre-builts were built, and I tried to do that and I failed miserably. It was showing up as like 0.1 and it wouldn't fire. So I found another one and that worked out really well. So you'll just, stick your little screwdriver in one of the holes and just pop that part out. You just pull the little rubber grommet piece out. This was the first one on mine that I used, so it's pretty gunky already. So it'll stick. I believe this is a 3mm. It might be a 4. I don't know. I lost the box for them, so I can't figure out which. But you just run it through the coil and pop it right out. Easy peasy. And then I like that because it just stays there, so you don't lose. You can have everything in one. Now these come with little cotton pads on them. Little icky pads. They're so gross. And that one went flying off. Trying to get these off without messing up the coil. Ah, I see. Okay. That's one thing I didn't do. Like I say, they are there's two coils. Focus on the coil. It'd probably help if the screwdriver wasn't black. But yeah, there's 2 coils stuck on top of each other. Now, if you notice, in the middle there, to separate the 2 coils, is that little the rubber insulator piece. The tutorial I saw, he just put the insulator piece in, and it didn't really separate them like that, unless I wasn't watching it right. I'm pretty sure that's how he did it though. But this makes a little bit more sense. I don't know, like the way I'm doing it now, it seems to be a lot easier. So I could actually just clean these up and reuse them if I wanted to, but okay. So now, in the tutorial that I used to remove line, he used 24 gauge, but I'm using my standard 28. Because I think I did use I did do one with the 24 gauge, and it didn't really work out so well. Oh yeah, I kind of spaced out because it's like 6 in the morning. Let me remember why I kept this. It's a mess. Wee. Let me leave this out of the way here. This mod is gonna drive me crazy. Like sometimes I don't mind it, especially like when I'm out and about, because I can just throw it in my purse and it'll turn itself off, no problems. But when I'm sitting here doing stuff, it's kind of irritating. Alright. So that's that one. Move that out of the way. I'm measuring tape here. Now, I'm still trying to get the sizing right on the initial cut of the wire. Oh, you're just a big mess, aren't you? And I got juice all over my hands from playing with that coil. I'm pre-juicing these coils here. That's what I'm doing. Alright, so let's see, last time I did 8 inches. And I had a fair amount of leftover. I don't know if you can see that. It's probably about a finger's length of leftover. So we'll go to 7 inches. We'll cut off 2 of those. Let's do 7.5. I'm sure a bunch of you have probably done coils like this before, but I have not. It's my first time, or I guess actually this would be my 3rd time. But yeah, like I've never done this before. I got this Arctic. Take out 2 7.5 pieces. 7.5 pieces. 7.5 inch pieces. I gotta choose. Leave a fair amount of play there on the bottom. Make sure that they do not twist up on you. You gotta keep them flat. And what I'll do is just bring that down because I'm gonna have to do that anyway. See, 1, 2. Make sure they don't cross. I gotta keep them flat as possible. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really give it a good tug there. I'm gonna push it down, make sure everything is all flat. See how that's starting to twist up right there. See a little bit of twist right there at the bottom, but the rest of it's pretty flat and pretty close together. You want to try and keep it close together. Let's pull that back over. It's really trying to twist on me here. And the base is still there. So it makes it easier for when you put everything together. You just pull it right up. Alright. Now since we have our cap, we'll call it a cap, coming down this way, you'll want to bend your wires that way, but you'll want to leave a little bit of gap. So what you want to do is you want to hold this bottom part down really good, and then kind of stick your nail in there and bend it down. And then kind of flatten it a little bit so it makes a little gap there. And what that gap will do, it'll help hold the wicking material in. Which way? That way? There we go. And it'll help with insulation later. And then you'll just take and do the same for the bottom one. But I guess it's the top one. It's like if I rotate the screwdriver. I am that simple. It messes me up. Let's kind of fold that down. So it's like that. Focus, you can do it. I can't even get my hands in the right way. Hopefully the way I'm telling you is enough. Since you can't see it because my camera is up being a pain. Let's straighten that wire out. I'm sorry, I keep going up here out of the frame. Let's see if I can coerce the, there we go. So yeah, it's got those bends, especially at the top here. Okay. Now, most people use the Japanese cotton sheets, and that does make a lot of sense because it's easier to work with, especially when you're doing stuff like this. But I'm going to use the Cellu cotton because I have a huge Ziploc bag full of it, and I'm pretty sure the stuff is going to last me the rest of my life. I think I got it for like $5 or something, $10 on eBay, which is crazy. Like, I don't know if I should start making my own Q-tips and stuff too. Like, what am I supposed to do with all this? But anyway, so I cut off a chunk here. Just gonna get that out of the way. Now like when you cut a piece off, if you look carefully at it, it's kind of stacked. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to show you this. If it'll show up. But yeah, you see those little ridges in there? It'll kind of help you get as much as you need. This piece should be about right. I think I used 2 last time. We could always add more later. The most important part is doing the installation for that top coil, or top tail. And just want to kind of, get it up under there. Like so. Kind of like smush it down, like squeeze it together, you know what I mean? So it's about the same height as the coil. Here we go, that's about right. And then you just wrap it. You want to make sure that it's fairly snug, without, obviously like pulling the cotton apart. Now, and then we'll go over that top. It's like that. And then I pulled a little bit too hard. It's coming apart. But that's okay. As long as we got the base wrap under the top tail, then at least one wrap over the top tail. The rest is mostly how much you want to put in there, and that will fit back in here easy. I've seen some do it with a little bit of spacing. Like the first video I watched, he had spacing in his, which might be good for some. But the second one I saw, it was pretty like packed, as far as like not having spacing inside the base here, which makes more sense to me, because more cotton, means more liquid in there, so you have less chances of burning, and also it would make better contact with the wicking on the sides here. Alright, so you just twist in the way that you wrap the cotton so it doesn't get all messy, which it probably will a little bit anyways. And see, it's being stubborn. Oh, I did this wrong. Wow. I so did that wrong. Okay. I pulled the wires the wrong way, I guess. Because I'm smart, and even with coffee, 6 o'clock in the morning is way too early. But it's easy fix. You just turn that around there. Ta-da! It's like magic. There. So let's clip this extra bit off here. Get out of the way. So I'm gonna put the base back on. Sorry, it's being stubborn with me because I'm doing a video about it. That's usually how those things kind of work. Huh? Okay, and twist and push, twist, push. Get in there. Now, obviously, if I had it the other way, it'd be a little bit easier to push that down. But since, I mean, there's a little bit of slack there, so you can just turn it around like I just did. Makes it a bit easier. Now, inside here, there's a little lip, about maybe half an inch in. And I tried to get the coil and the wicking flush with that little lip. It seems to be about the right level. Because you don't want the bottom of your coils touching that metal part. Here it is. Because, I mean, it's fairly long. God. Yeah, it comes to about this little lip right here. So you want to make sure that it doesn't touch that. So that little lip inside is about the right place to do that. Alright. I don't know if you noticed, but when I was doing the bending, I made sure that the top or the shorter end was on one side and the longer end was on the other side, which is going to make it easier to bend these and get these in the right position. So I'm getting ahead of myself here just a little bit. Okay, so you'll see here there's a little notch, and you'll want to just bring your little ones over and kind of bend them over in that notch, like so. You can see that. And just pop your little insulator grommet thing on, making sure that it goes in all the way. Come on, you can do it. And it pops right back out. Erg. Come on. There we go. Get there. Now your longer bottom leads will come through the middle of that. And then you just pull those down on top, like so. And then you just pop your little middle piece in. I find it's easier to get it in if you tilt it and press against the long outside wires. It goes right in pretty easily. So check, make sure it's still flush at the top here. And yeah, there's a little bit of fuzz, but that's alright. Just kind of gently work it away from the hole and back down in. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just clip your little tails off as close as humanly possible. Or if you're Android or other automaton or some kind of machine, as close as autonomously possible. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. Just get those suckers close. Because you don't want them touching anything. You don't want them scraping the inside of your base here. Because that is going to cause some problems. Lots of problems. So these longer ones you can clip, or if you hold that down really good, you can just kind of wiggle and breathe. There we go. Oh, my thing slipped. My insulator slipped. It's not in the holes, right? It's okay. There we go. Easy fix. Super easy fix. Okay. I just gotta pop those back. Okay, not so easy. Come on. There we go. Okay, everything's lined up, all nice and neat looking. Yay! It's a new coil. Alright, so now when I get a new coil, what I like to do is kind of give a little pre-saturation here on the sides. And a little bit on the top. There we go. And just plug it into the base. Now see, what I do is I kind of like line it up with the middle of the little cutout there, and kind of tilt it and just squeeze away. You don't have to be super precise. It's really nice. Now, of course, since it's a brand new coil, a bunch of the juice is just gonna get absorbed here. Yeah, if you do the pre-saturation thing, it obviously won't absorb as much, but there's, yeah, quite a bit. Okay, now give that a little bit of time to kind of soak in there. It's so weird having 2 tanks now. It's like, it gives me an excuse to be lazy. That's what it does. because I can just fill them both up in the morning, and then when one runs out, I can just grab the other one. Okay, get the mod on. At 7 watts. Interesting. How many wraps did I did 7 wraps, right? I don't know if you can see that. It's not gonna focus, is it? Focus on this. It's so bright. It's like, what are you doing in my face? It's showing up as 1 ohm and 2.6 volts, which is weird. That is weird. That might be right. I don't know. I really suck at math. I shouldn't be doing stuff like this, but I have the general understanding, and I have a general idea of where it's gonna be, so it's never dangerous, because it's always in a a certain area, like so much, like this way. But like I said, I'm definitely not a pro. Like, I just got this. That's what I learned how to do to rebuild the coils. And I just boosted it up to 18, which is like way higher than I normally go. Let's see, double 7 is 14, so straight 14. Yeah, I mean that's pretty good. It's definitely like a little bit of a different ball game than the 0.5, but I do like to experiment, as long as it's within that safety zone, which it is. It definitely is. So here's the one I built earlier. I'm a little bit curious. I'm gonna see how that rates. Of course, my drip tip is weird, so I can't just set it down. Because no, I have to have the Pyrex strip tips, because it's the only thing that doesn't mess with me. That sucker is really in there. I don't remember putting it on that tight. Alright, so this is one I built earlier off camera. Let's see what this one is at. I see this one says 0.9 and 3.6. I do not like this. The voltage drop on this mod is insane. I'm gonna see if I can get it so where you can see it. Okay, there's the battery bar. And bam. Bam. So if it's like past halfway, like, it's almost useless. Okay. So, that's actually, I don't know if I got that thing tightened down all the way because it's giving me some juice in my mouth. But that's what playing with stuff, and that's what kind of like YouTube's all about, is like figuring stuff out and, you know, showing your experiences with other people. So like I am definitely gonna get that, you know, I'm gonna get that ironed out. I'm gonna get it where I could do a perfect build every time, just like I did with the fogger. It's gonna be fun. Like, I like playing with new stuff, you know, and like one of my biggest things is to learn something new every day, and that's what I try to do. And you know, doing stuff like this, rebuilding stuff, rebuilding coils and trying out things is part of that, and it's definitely been a lot of fun. Yeah. Let me turn that back down now that I'm on a lower only. So I think my next build, I'm going to try 6 wraps, because in the video I watched he did 8 wraps, and that's what I did. And then I tried 7 wraps on there, and it went down more. So yeah, 6, maybe 5 wraps. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I guess I'll. Not much else to say. So I'll see you guys in the next video.